Hello, Crix is here, and today I'm gonna show you my sketchbook tour of One Sketch a Day journal. I tried to sketch every single day for a year. I bought this book at the end of 2023, and I thought 2024 will be the year where I will do this challenge. I shared a lot of it and sneak peeks of pages on my Patreon, but I didn't publicly say that I will do this challenge because I wanted it to be more personal and also not put too much pressure. And yeah, I'm gonna share you how it went, ups and downs, and spoiler alert, I stopped at one point and then I picked it up a little bit later on. But I think I really want to share this because I want to show a little bit more the realistic side of artist life and doing art challenges in general. So before we got into it, please don't forget to leave a like so it can reach more people. And also grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or any heartwarming drink as you wish. I'm having Red Bush. You know, I love Red Bush. Okay, so here is the One Sketch a Day visual journal. And I think I bought this book on Amazon, and it has like this orange sides of colored paper, but inside it's white. And basically the layout of this book is that there are 4 different days in one spread, and you write days manually. It also says like which day it is from the year. And you basically do a doodle a day. So this was my plan to do in 2024. I shared this ambition with my Patreons, and I know some of my Patreons participated together with me, which was really nice because it felt like I'm not alone doing it. But quite quickly I realized I'm not gonna share all the pages every single time I do them because I wanted to keep this project for myself most of the time. So let me just zoom in slightly. Okay, so I started on 1st of January 2024, and that's also the day number 1. And I think I started with sketching with fountain pens, and I used reference pictures to do these sketches. And it's a little bit like random assortment of things I sketched. Like there's bird, there's girl, more girl, and then carrots, because why not? And then I sketched this one from a YouTube video, and then I sketched this one as a fragment from the studio, as well as both of these. So I did kind of snippets of fragment. And at first I actually wrote the time when I was sketching each of these prompts, which was really interesting to know. And I thought to make this challenge a little bit simpler, I just chose 1 color per day. So it's not like super complicated. And I did a lot of birds in this spread. I think this was from the book. And these were from reference pictures. So I chose just like to dedicate 1 spread for foxes. But these are 4 different days. And then I did 1 spread with characters. And I think around this time I thought, oh, maybe I could do like each month could be different theme or something like that to explore. I used various pencils. I think some of them were Faber-Castell. I used like small ones I had from side of my sketchbook, from side of my table. These are screenshots from some of my videos. Just decided to do self-portraits. And these were with Tom Studio Lumos pen. I think this was the period when I just got it, so I decided to try it out. And I guess this paper, it's not the best with wet mediums, so I mostly used dry mediums. These are again with pencils. I was visiting my friend in London, so I decided to sketch from life in these days. And then I was back in my studio So I just sketched more fragments. And I think 9th of February was the first day where I accidentally, well, actually it was the 8th of February, where I accidentally missed a day. And I even wrote, I woke up at night and I couldn't sleep as I realized I missed a day. And this was like me on the 9th of February, and I sketched what I did in that day, because technically I did sketch just in a different sketchbook. And yeah, and then I continued with the Lumos pen. I changed the color size. And this is a good pen, the Tom Studio Lumos, because it doesn't bleed through, which was nice. And because the paper is thin, that's not the case with, like, if I would use the fountain penning just with a brush. And yeah, I kind of did fragments from my studio and bits and bobs. And a little bit from outside and tiny corners. This will be a reoccurring theme in this sketchbook. And yeah, just more fragments from the studio, because I really like drawing these tiny little fragments. I think there is something really special about them. And then March came, last year's March, and I decided to do characters for entire month. So I would use reference pictures and I would just practice different poses and compositions, because I really wanted to improve myself. Like, I really wanted to improve how I sketch characters and try different things I could explore. And yeah, it was definitely really fun. I think I just, I wasn't sure exactly what I will do. So every time I had the time to sketch, I would just Google on the reference pictures and I would sketch the same. And this is another day where I missed a day. So there was 14th of March and then 16th. So on 16th, I redrawed the previous day. But then I kind of continued strong, so I tried to do it every day, and I think it kind of was alright for some period of time. You will see a little bit later how it changed, but so far so good. Just using different pencils and exploring. And this was also another missed day, and this was what I sketched on 25th of March. I just did like a sketchbook spread. So yeah, I was really bummed out when I missed a day. Actually, I was feeling really bad, and I was like, oh no, I missed a day. And then I was like thinking about it all the time, and I guess feeling a little bit down because of that. So definitely not the right approach, because I mean, like, I'm really happy now looking back that I didn't skip so many days, especially in the beginning, and I just sticked on it and kind of went and sketched more. And this was April, so I sketched more owls, and I really love sketching owls, and I think these are really fun sketches I did, and I really like how they look in the end. As you can see, there is a little cut here, and I sticked it again with tape, because I actually was going to Latvia in that time, and I didn't want to bring this sketchbook because I was using a plane and every single space counted. So I just cut out the pages I will be using while I was in Latvia, and I just used them there in Latvia, and then I came back and just put them back in. So that's why there is little fold marks. But yeah, I really enjoyed sketching these owls. It was really, really fun. And again, skipped another day, so just sharing it here because I wasn't consistent all the way through. But I continued, and I think May was for wild animals, so I sketched a lot of different reference pictures again, and just use single pencil color. Whichever color I just felt like using in that moment. And yeah, these were really fun. I tried to not pressure myself of doing like a masterpiece. It was more like a study of that particular subject, or just playing with that color and seeing different color values I could make. And then I started sketching more birds, even though this was, I guess, wild animals, but then I slowly shifted to birds because at that moment I was still working on the birds in color book and I just really wanted to sketch different birds. So I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna go and start sketching birds now. And as you can see, there are some pencil marks visible, and a little bit later on I would use like a paper to put between these pages so it doesn't, like the pencil marks doesn't transfer to other side. But it wasn't the case all the way through, so yeah. These are more. This is June, and in June I just continued with sketching birds. And yeah, different birds, different positions. I think at one point I ran out of ideas what kind of birds I want to sketch. And I also wanted to have like variety in angles. And as you can see here, like this is a really interesting angle, and this is from like a, not profile, it's like from 45-degree angle, and this is from behind. For some reason I started sketching cats. I don't know why. It was kind of in between the two. And then one more cat over here, but more birds again. And I might have sketched like the same bird in different parts of this sketchbook. There's definitely some which I have sketched more than once. And yeah, more owls. And I think these are pelicans, and this is swift, and maybe goldfinch, just guessing. And then July came, and I decided I will sketch more characters again. And so I started sketching more characters and kind of different age groups, and tried to have different angles as well. I think this was actually postmark or something like that. And yeah, there's definitely some I quite like. I like this one, which I did, and this is really interesting angle. Because a lot of my illustrations, the character is, I really like sketching in profile. So it was definitely something interesting I explored over here. And there's also some male characters, which I tend to sketch more female characters because I just really like having dresses and different pattern skirts. But yeah, this was really nice to sketch. Little bit of playing instrument, and then doing yoga and exercising. And this was August already, so we are in August month. And so far it was pretty much alright. This was actually, to give a context, this was month when I had Kickstarter. So at the end of the month I started having a Kickstarter. So you will see how it will all change. So I think I skipped a day here. So it was 13th of August and this was 15. So what I did, I sketched my skip day with the same date because I didn't want to do like 15 here. I wanted to have it finished in the same year, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this was 16th and then this is 18th because I skipped a day, and this is 18th again, and then this is 22nd. So as you can see, I started skipping some days, and this was like, I was really busy and a little bit overwhelmed with all the things I needed to do. I wasn't finished with my book project. So yeah, this was it was really hard to focus on this, and I think I have forgotten about this sketchbook a little bit. So there are some days where I sketched 2 sketches together, and this is September. And this is the most chaotic month so far. So I decided I will sketch ducks and geese. And that's what I did. But as you can see by the dates, I skipped the day again. And then I skipped the day here. And then skipped another days here. And this was consistent. And then 13th of September and the next one is 21st. So I skipped like a week or something like that, which was the longest one I skipped. And I feel like in this moment I felt pretty much defeated that I'm not going to finish this sketchbook, that I'm just going to try, but then just eventually will give up because I just felt like I have skipped far too many days to feel like this was one sketch a day challenge. And I was really busy. I think October was coming. My mom came to Cornwall and I was going to go to Latvia, and then I needed to order books, and I was doing exhibition with Melanie Chadwick, and I had like so many things I needed to do. So I was really, really busy and overwhelmed, and I just put this one on the side. So as you can see by the dates, it's a little bit chaotic. And the October came. I thought I will sketch some mushrooms. But as you can see, this is 8th of October I think I skipped a week again. And 8th of October came and I was like, that's it. I'm not going to do this sketchbook anymore. And I think I went to Latvia without this sketchbook, which meant that I was back from Latvia in like mid-November. And after that I was like, there is no like point of doing this sketchbook anymore. So then I started again. So this is okay. I'm starting this again. 1st of January 2025. So this is this year. I basically took a gap for 3 months or so. And I was like, I'm just gonna try it again and do it just without any pressure, without thinking that I will share this journal to anyone, just doing it for myself and trying to finish this one, because I don't like empty sketchbooks. I don't like sketchbooks which are half finished, so I'm just gonna try to finish this one as it is. And I started sketching fragments from my studio again. And there are some things like I sketch my husband, and then I sketch like a bird and character I made, and this is ink my friend Natasha gifted to me. And I just thought to make it fun and just use one color, fountain pen. This was with Kaweco Royal Blue, I think, ink color, which is really, really fun ink color. And I think this is a card that one of my Patreons gifted to me, so I kind of redraw it with the lines. And then I had some flowers, which I sketched, and I love this one too. So I just tried to make it really easy on me. So I did sketch every single day in January, I think. I didn't skip a day. And it was really, really fun to just do one thing, something small, and sometimes I wrote something. And one day it was like metal scissors, and some of these sketches are really, really quick, like 2 minutes quick or something like that. I did not spend like a lot of the time on some of them. And then on some others, I did sketch a little bit more. So this is like my sticker, and this is another sticker. This is a candle, a mug. And as you can see, I have changed like fountain pen ink colors because I think the first ones I ran out. And then I used another one. And this is the On the Floor dress I got. So I sketched it at that moment. And little tin and Copic various ink refills, little sticker and magnet I have. So I tried to make it fun and light-hearted. And I started making dresses, so I kind of started documenting the process, how I made them. And I got Sorger. I think it was the same day I sketched this one. And this is my Hobonichi 5-year journal, which I'm using. And then I finished the dress, so that's what I documented over there, and did little pumpkin garland, some computer sketch, and ancient woodland journal. And this is Melanie Chadwick calendar. I was cutting some fabric that time. So try to sketch some things I was doing at that moment. This is the dress I started making. And then I had like other flowers in my room. This is again Melnie's Chadwick calendar. This is cover from a book. And yeah, some candles, and I think I skipped a day at some moment. I don't know, maybe a little bit back. So I skipped 8th of March, and I just continued with 9th of March because I was not going to do 2 sketches a day. I think that was actually something I wouldn't do again, because now 7th and then 8th, 9th, instead of like doing 2 doodles. Because if you skip a day and then you need to do like 3 doodles again, that's like, it's more harder to do that afterwards. So I just continued sketching some fragments from my studio, and more flowers I got, and then a little bit of my husband's corner, and little globes, and little monkey, and some pens, and little card from on the floor. And then I did little paint palette and fountain pen with pencil. And 26th of March was the last day of this journal. And it says, congratulations, you made 1 sketch a day for a year. And I said, well, kind of, I will take it. So this is my journey of how I tried to do 1 sketch a day for a year. And this is how it went. So there was definitely ups and downs, and I feel I wasn't confident in some parts, and some days I just really needed to push myself to pick this sketchbook and do this doodle, because it was really hard. And especially I picked this sketchbook before I go to sleep. So I was really tired in most of the days when I sketched these sketches. Maybe if I would do it again, I would put a little bit less pressure on myself, and also maybe pick it up in the morning when I wake up. So that would be the first thing I would do. And yeah, but either way, I'm just gonna say thank you to myself that I did it. And even though it wasn't like smooth sailing, I'm just happy that I tried it. And yeah, I hope this was inspiring. And yeah, let's go to the outro now. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope you found it calm and cozy and inspiring. I hope this encouraged you to be okay. If you don't finish something on time or gave up at some moment and picked it up later, it's totally fine. And I don't think all of us are the same. Every one of us does things differently, and I'm just not good with doing long-term challenges. But I finished the sketchbook, so I'm really grateful for myself and happy that I finished it. I don't think I will do more of them, but we'll see. So yeah, just I hope this was inspiring. If you want to let me know you stayed till the very end, please put the sun emoji, because we need more sun. And thank you to my lovely Patreons who are supporting my channel, art making, sharing content online. If you want to join, I will link down below. And tiny little self promo, I will have new shop update next weekend on 12th of April, and I will have a lot of different products. I have like I will have a restock of folk zine, of Birds and Sketchbooks new zine, stickers, greetings cards, all of the above. So please consider checking it out. And yeah, have a good day, evening, morning, wherever you are. And I will see you later. Bye. My intros are so long and outros. Okay, it's fine. It's alright. This is how it is.